Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Hey everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we get our drunk on the dance floor at every wedding. I felt seen by Emily right there.
I know, me too. And piss off our husbands.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
That is me 100%. Sloppy drunk, tying one on the dance floor. Suddenly, this little meatball's got some rhythm. I'm going back and forth. I'm feeling myself. You know what I mean?
Swaying on those toothpicks.
the meatballs, the 6 wisps of hair through a bald cap are flying around.
And I'm like Gumby. Or like the what is that? Help me, the blow person outside of
outside the tax center that wants you to come in. The tube man.
Like, that's me, all lanky with my long arms.
Guys, my name's Amy. I'm here with the noodle to my meatball, Steph. What's up, Steph?
What's up, Aim? I have a massive confession this week.
If you say that you find Brennan remotely attractive, I'm going to come through my screen and choke you.
No.
Okay. All right. If you say that you find Orion remotely attractive, I'm going to come through my screen and kick you in the face.
All right. I'm just going to tell you what it is.
All right.
Get ready.
Oh, no.
I think I'm in love with Brokeback Prince.
I told you. I fucking told you. Just
I know.
Wait. Hold on. Let me get the sound effect.
Dude.
I'm telling you, there's something about this dude. I was telling you and Amanda, I'm like, guys, I'm just going to say it. I'm hot for Michael. And everybody was like, no. I'm like, it's something about him. I can't explain it.
So I'm not even going to lie. I loved the pink suit.
I know, me too. Me too.
I don't know what it is because he's so not I don't have a type. We've already discovered that. Yeah, but I wasn't feeling it at all.
He's my type. My type.
Yeah, I know. But now he's falling into my radar. I'm obsessed. Like, I love these two. I really hope it works. I don't think it's going to for some reason. But
it's not going to fucking work. It is not going to fucking work.
Oh, and I really love her. I love Chloe.
I have something else I need to say.
Oh, no.
Justice for Pia. I mean, she is forced to be out here doing all the work. Where the fuck is Pepper? Where the fuck is Cal? We know where Cal is.
Castor Pal?
Castor Pal does not need to come back. We're fine without him. Mark's safe from Castor Pal. But Dr. Pepper? Where the fuck is she? We saw her once.
I know. It's bad.
She needs to get in here. Maybe, you know what it is? Maybe she's living with her husband again. And she can't get out of the house.
He has her shackled. Do we need to rescue?
She's so little. She's so little. Maybe somebody put her on a shelf and she doesn't know how to get off. Oh. She's like our little. Oh, she's like our little elf on a shelf.
I know, our little step on a step.
God. All right. Mentally prepare yourself because we're gonna go through this.
I know.
And Voldemort makes a reappearance, aka Orion. No one asked for this. No one fucking asked for this.
No, we didn't. In fact, in my notes, all I have is in capital letters, fucking Orion.
Just why? Why?
And stop seating Lauren next to him. Stop doing it. Leave that poor woman alone.
I have just a few announcements before we get into this.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Number 1, the Sister Wives rewatch has started. I hope that by now you've all listened. You heard the Manosphere is going to be part of every episode.
Oh, good
They're
Lord.
Scary. They're getting more and more radicalized. I'm now afraid for Christine's safety. It's getting bad. It's getting bad.
Oh, my God.
So they're there. We're doing that on Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscriptions. Also doing The Single Life, which is heating up and getting real good. Steph and I are right here every week with MAFS, obviously. And then we got Prison Brides. We're doing Prison Brides, which is starting to heat up, I feel like, a little bit. So that's getting good.
So too. Good time.
And also, finally, I'm doing on the highest tier, which is the ladies of a certain age tier. I'm reading from my book, Fat Girl Skinny, and I'm talking about the book.
I love this so much.
I was telling Amanda, like, sometimes when you're a creative writer, like, and especially me, I'm one of these writers that you just go in bursts. So it's been like probably a year and a half, easily, maybe 2, that I have written creatively for myself and not for work. So like this is connecting me to that in a way that I really just needed right now. I can't explain it.
I get it. Totally get it. I did listen, and of course I'm sitting over here while I'm listening, like mouthing all the words as you're reading them
because you read that book 117 times.
Oh God, I love it so much.
But what'd you think about it? Like, was it good to hear my thoughts afterwards?
Yes, I loved it.
Because I'm like, this is real vulnerable stuff, guys. That's why I am tucking it away on the top tier.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm also not new to hearing it, so maybe I'm not the right person to ask.
Well,
but I
and
thought it was great.
But I want to be clear. The book itself obviously is out there. It's published. Everybody can read it, you know. But what I'm talking about, like the behind the scenes stuff and what was going on at the time, that is personal. So that's why I'm tucking it away, and you know, only my ladies of a certain age are getting that. So if you want to hear that, I don't know how often. It will be at least once a month, but it might be more. Like I might do every other week when I just feel inspired, whatever. So that will be on ladies of a certain age. Anything else? No. The Crown, the final episode, came out yesterday, so you guys should be able to listen to that. And that's it. That's all we got in the hopper right now.
All right.
That's
all we got. That's enough, I think.
We did a crossover with Ace and Caitlin where we solved the John Benet Ramsey murder. So if you want to hear that, that's on the $8 tier for everyone, 8 and 12. So $8 and up. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Steph, are you ready?
I'm always ready for this fucking shit.
First of all, who is naming these episodes? Because this is Married at First Sight, season 17, episode 14. New Groom, who dis? Shut up, stop it, stop.
Please stop.
Just stop. It sounds as lame as it does when I say it, when you say it. Okay, so let's stop.
It's bad.
All right. So Broke Down Prince getting all anxious and ready for his wedding. If you guys are wondering, if you're new and you're wondering why we call him Broke Down Prince, when we met Michael, he was clearly on the set of a VH1 Behind the Music shot. And he was like, he had his tie all loosened up and his tux all, and he was like, oh, like putting his head in his hands and sighing real heavy. Like he had just been talking about his band breaking up.
Oh my God, it was great.
There we go. Okay.
And I can't say broke down.
Yeah, Stephanie says broke back. She calls them broke back friends, which is very different.
It's for no reason other than I can't, those words won't come out of my mouth.
It's okay.
I don't know why.
Right.
No, I'm just putting the disclaimer out there. It's not intentional. I can't say it. So I have to just go with what's coming.
I got it. We all love you here and accept you for your broke back Prince
my ways
phrasing.
My broke back ways. Okay.
So Chloe is with her girls and she's telling them that she hopes her and her future husband like each other. And she says she can't wait to meet this man. She has been in love before, but it's never been right. And she says, oh, and guys, by the way, I'm going to do all the notes because it's all Chloe and Michael's wedding. So there's nothing really else. Okay. So she says she's dated some very lame men. I mean, who hasn't? And on New Year's Eve last year, she took a picture of an empty chair and said it was her goal this year to fill it.
Yeah. So that was kind of funny.
Now we go to Michael, and he says he's been through this. So he knows now that he's going to be able to clock this bitch right when he sees her. He'll know if she's like the deer in the headlights, like, oh my God, how the fuck do I get out of here situation? Like Amy at a PTA meeting, or when I was homeroom mom and all the kids came in and I was like, wait, I have to actually deal with 20 little kids? No, didn't sign up for this.
So here's a question that I have.
Yes.
In his first wedding. Did she walk down the aisle? I thought she bailed before. Or did we not see that part? Or they made up a fake one?
So the way that they showed it on the show,
if I remember,
is they came down the aisle, and then she said to him, it was, so-and-so meet Michael, Michael meet so-and-so, and then she said, I can't do this.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Okay.
The key to it is that she saw him and then bailed, because now there is some doubt in his mind that it was him, which is sad because it wasn't.
It is sad. Okay. I know. It is
so sad. He says he likes a more clean-cut presentation, and he might scare her off a little bit, but we'll see. And he says he's looking for eccentric. Chloe's not eccentric at all. She's glammed up and drinking mimosas. She's not eccentric. But that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah, her sweetness, I think, will check all the boxes for him.
I do too.
Okay. So here's literally what I wrote. Oh, fuck. Orion and Brennan come in. Who wants this? No one. No one. No.
Fucking Orion. That's what my note says.
Fucking Orion tells the camera, boy, I don't know how this is going to be, seeing Lauren again. I want to revisit. The lowest point in my life was December 18th when I said I would bang Cody Brown over David Woolley. But one of the top lowest moments in my life is when I thought I might bang Orion.
Do I need to go back and find out what date that happened on?
And I'm here to
think we might need to.
I'm here to tell you, I don't know what came over me in those moments. I apologize. I'm issuing a formal apology.
Please do.
Amy Archer, on behalf of Amy Archer, issue this apology that Orion is not bangable.
No.
And I apologize for all of you whom I offended.
Thank you. Thank you. Ugh.
He's gross.
He's so gross.
They exchange gifts, and he gives her a beautiful, dainty little gold necklace with a real diamond in it. He's a good gift giver.
Yes.
So she gives him cufflinks, which are perfect. And he's like, I'm going to wear them even though they don't match. And you could kind of tell that was a big deal for him.
Yeah. But I loved it. He did the right thing.
Okay, here comes the tearjerker. Chloe's dad is sick and can't walk her down the aisle, so mom shows up. And her parents have been together 40 years. She's very supportive. Yep. She's like, we were all strangers at one point. She's very sweet. We see her
any cuter.
Cody. I almost called her Cody.
Oh my God, you fucking just called her Cody.
Oh,
what is happening?
My God.
You guys, I need to put a stop to this nonsense.
I need to be fired. Chloe. Now we know where Chloe gets her sweetness from. Her mom is a delight.
Clody.
Okay. So she comes down the aisle, and initially she seems good. Yeah. And I noticed Michael has a heart shaved in the side of his head, and I'm here for that. I like this kind of artistic interpretation of love. Yes.
I liked it.
He's got a pink. Go ahead.
I don't love the tattoo behind his ear, whatever that is. I don't like that.
It's something about his family. He goes through it later. Yeah.
I must have blacked out on that. The fuck? I watched it twice.
He's wearing a pink suit and he looks great.
I'm into it. I'm into. Oh my God! And
would you bang him in the suit?
Hell yes.
Guys,
Amy just spit her coffee everywhere.
Okay.
Would you not?
Well, I mean, it'd be easier if the suit was off, but I would kind of like the suit on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay.
I might even take the jacket off and wear the jacket.
Oh.
That's what I would do. That's my move.
I would roll that jacket up like you used to roll up a wet towel, and I'd whip him with it.
Flap. He'd have all sorts of welt marks.
So they seem to get along really nice. I didn't write down a bunch of this shit. We know what these weddings look like. And the last thing you want when you're rolling around the corner of MAFS episode 14 is another fucking wedding. And we'll talk about this. I will rant about the length of this season at the end of this episode. Okay.
I know.
So they seem to get along. They both love animals. Michael has a bunch of cats with smushed in faces.
Smushed faces.
I need to see these cats. We need to get on his Instagram and I need to see them immediately.
I know.
They bond over their love of animals, and Michael tells her, okay, so now they're married and they go off on their own. Mm-hmm. What'd you think of this? Michael tells her right away about the first wedding.
I think he did an excellent job. I think he could not have handled it any better.
And that's what makes him attractive.
Yeah. Like he knew what to say, what not to say, how to say it, how to be, sensitive to the whole thing without being a victim. I mean, he was perfect. Truly. Guys, I was blown away by how he handled that.
This is what we would get if we cast older, more mature people on this show.
Yes. Please, if you're listening.
Maybe we would actually fucking root for one of them.
Yeah. Or maybe they last longer than 8 weeks.
It's ridiculous. Jesus. Okay. So he says, there was this other woman, blah, blah, blah. He tells her story. He says, I want you to know you're not receiving a broken man. This is our journey, and I'm here for you. And she says, now this was a little lame. I'm a writer, so I'm all into what people say.
I know.
She says, what is meant for us will never, ever, ever, ever pass us.
And he was like, oh, I really like that.
Yeah. And I tried to look it up.
Ever pass us.
I tried to look it up, like, who said this? And then I'm thinking, this is not going to be like a Maya Angelou quote. This is going to be
like Nicholas Sparks.
Yes, thank you. Like a Nicholas Sparks, even less than that. It's going to be like a 17-year-old in a high school grade writing class said this.
Yes.
In their yearbook quote.
Oh.
What is meant for us will never, ever, ever pass us.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just thought of something that I forgot to go over.
Oh no, what?
Can we back up a minute?
Yeah.
When they were getting ready for the wedding and they were doing her makeup, I almost died.
Me too, because she had the big dark circles under her eyes.
She's the most beautiful girl. Let me just put that out there. She's stunning. They were putting makeup on her.
Sorry, I popped the mic. They put dark circles under her eyes, and I don't know what that was.
But the best part, they lightened her skin like 3 shades lighter than it already is. And when I even took a picture of it, and I'm going to share it, because I'm like, I think they're making her the bride of Jacob Marley. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know what they were doing. But
she ended up looking beautiful. Anyway, but I'm just saying, while they were doing the makeup, I was like, oh my God, what are they doing to her?
I don't understand what makeup application is. So, like, for me, I was like, do you have to put the dark circles under to do something? And then
I don't understand.
I wasn't sure. Okay.
I'm texting you right now.
Okay.
Tell me she doesn't look like she belongs standing next to Jacob Marley.
Yes. She looked like the bride of Frankenstein right there. Yeah,
it was nuts.
Put that in the group so they see it once this is released. Okay.
Yeah.
So outside, the other couples are talking, and Emily's like, their vows were kind of vanilla. Did you get that?
Yes. What the fuck? I thought it was vanilla. Like, fuck you. And even Claire was like, have some grace because he's like traumatized. Psycho. I can't with her, dude.
Chloe and Michael come out, and he is grateful that they were their support. He's like, hey guys, I'm so happy. Like all the girls said, I'm so happy. They introduce themselves. It goes like this. I'm Claire. My husband is not here today.
Yeah.
I'm Emily. I'm locked in my own nightmare. I'm Lauren. I'm already divorced. So, like, if you're Chloe, you got to be like,
And then Orion jumps in. He's like, I'm Orion, and I'm the greatest guy that ever lived.
Fuck off. Okay. So they go off and they sit together, and she asks Michael about his tattoos.
Yeah,
you missed this whole thing.
Okay. No, I did. I didn't get the part about what it.
He says
his sleeve, memory, you guys.
His sleeve is an homage to his family. And we learned that his dad passed away when he was 14. And he goes through the tattoos. I don't have it written down, but like 2 are on his arm. The one behind his ears for somebody. I forget who. So they all mean something.
Oh, yeah. I just don't like the placement.
Okay,
I'm
that's
weird
fair.
about anything on like the neck. Like that's weird for me.
I love a hot tattoo on a neck
I
or
love a
behind the
tattoo.
ear. I think it's hot.
I
Okay.
don't love a neck tat.
So now they're taking pics and he leans in for a kiss and he's like, oh, that felt natural. And she's like, yeah, it did. Don't start doing this. Don't start editorializing your wedding. Don't be like, this feels good. We're talking nice now. Look at us. Look how we're communicating. Stop doing that. Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it. At their reception, the other couples are chatting, and Orion has the motherfucking balls to ask Lauren, how are you doing emotionally?
I can't. Why? Why, Orion?
Lauren
Why?
says, I've been up and down. And then Emily and Brennan barely speak. They barely speak. They're like not even looking at each other. Mm-mm. He is seething with so much rage towards her. He's just dreaming about the next wall he could punch.
I really
We need to get her out of this.
We do need to get her out of this. But I do think that I'm wondering, I shouldn't say I think, I'm wondering if, is she like sloppy drunk all the time and he's just irritated by it? That's what I'm kind of picking up on.
We'll get there. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So Orion asks Lauren to chat afterwards. She's like, no, I don't need to chat. And she says, I have no animosity. Then they replay the honeymoon and the hot tub fight and the
I know.
The comment heard round the world. Okay.
So the biggest blown out of proportion scene of all time. MAFS.
So then she says she's been to therapy and her therapist has helped her realize that she's been carrying some trauma from her past relationships. And when she heard him say, my wife doesn't have my back, it triggered her. Orion has been working on his stubbornness, Steph.
Oh, imagine that.
That's, there's 85 things I can think about before that.
Same.
He makes it clear, thank God, that that he experienced verbal abuse as a kid, but he makes it clear that that's not what Lauren did to him. And she's like, okay, good. Like, we're a step up here.
Yeah. Ugh.
So he says and I get this, I really do, that he experienced verbal abuse as a kid, and that's what triggered him. And I get that.
I get it too. I get it too.
So now we have the bros getting together, and they have missed Michael. And when I say bros, I just mean Orion and Brennan.
Yeah, because Becca and Austin were like away or something. They went on. Yes, they were on their way to Philadelphia.
They went to see the grandmother, right?
Yeah.
So the bros are sitting there drinking a beer over a fire, and now we see the girls sitting with Chloe, and Chloe's like, I'm a little caught off guard by this whole situation being the second wife, not because I think anything's wrong with Michael, but she does raise a good question. She's like, why didn't the experts think I was the right match from the beginning? Okay,
good question. So, I mean, that's probably something I would have been questioning as well.
Yeah. So they tell her what a great guy Michael is. They really seem to put her at ease. Claire's like, he's really devoted to this, that he would do it twice, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Now we have Brennan.
Oh my God. Amy, we need to talk about this.
He says, okay, here's him. And there's no cue cards because this is a different Brennan. This one doesn't read off cue cards.
I don't understand.
One, he's like, well, here's the deal. Okay. You'll never find a perfect match. Like, that's just how it is. But if you could weather the storm of the big stuff, you could get through the little stuff. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right. And for a moment, he sounded normal.
I know. It's like, okay.
So it makes you wonder, like, is that the Brennan that he showed the experts? And that's the Brennan that the experts chose? Like, I'm beginning to think that he has, like, multiple personalities. Right? It's fucking bonkers.
Brennan is very conscious of his image. We know this. I think this is the image he presented to the experts.
Yeah, I do. I do too. And I hate it because he's a deceitful.
I hate him. He's a piece of trash. So I just wrote here, I don't know why I wrote this, but I wrote, idea, have past seasons couples be at these weddings. No, that's not a good idea, Amy. What are you doing?
Oh,
No?
well, maybe.
Only if it's Clint. Only if it's Clint will be
Oh,
allowed.
Clint.
And
Clint can come to my
Steve Moy. Steve Moy and Clint
Steve. Oh,
can
yes.
be there.
I mean,
That's it.
they can come to my doctor's appointments. I love those
Come
guys. I
to
take them in.
my doctor's appointments. Okay.
Take my blood pressure.
So now they cut the cake. They put it all over each other. Claire suddenly gets all upset. She's like, "Oh, being here reminds me." Oh, wait, that's Jacob Marley. Being here
That's
reminds me of
true.
Jacob Marley. I don't know if our viewers saw this, but we got special footage of what Cam was thinking at this time in his hospital bed during his procedure. So we're gonna flip over to that audio. We have the audio, and we're gonna have thoughts from Cam as he's getting his procedure. Okay, go ahead.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm doing it? I thought you were asking questions.
I was pointing at you.
I was waiting for you to ask a question.
God damn you. No, because it's pre-recorded audio. Audience, turn this off so you don't hear how the sausage is made. Okay, take two. Let me get my pre-recorded audio clip of Cam from the hospital. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I'm Cameron, if you remember me. I'm at the hospital getting a procedure for my heart flutter. My advice would be to not even fucking do this in the first place, because you'll get your heart literally broken. And then you'll end up needing a procedure because you have a flutter.
Now a nurse walks in. Oh, excuse me, sir. I have here on your chart that the cause of this heart flutter is that bitch Claire.
Excuse me, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, actually, I believe you do. That's my wife, Claire. I didn't choose her. They chose her for me. And I like her a lot, but we gave up too soon, and now I've got a bloody broken heart. My heart is broken. And yours will be too. Welcome to the Broken Hearts Club.
I just realized something. We have an actual MAFS contestant that is in the hospital with an actual broken heart.
I know, that's why it's so fucking great. I'm crying tears.
Great job, experts. Great job. Oh my God. These idiots. All right.
Oh my God, I'm sweating now.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm leaving all of this in. All of it. Okay. All right. Okay. So he's in the hospital. We heard from him. All right. Now, and guys, I do just throw this at Stephanie. She has no idea it's coming. Okay.
And I'm like,
So Michael now talks with Chloe's family and friends, and he says he feels great and her energy precedes her, and he thought he could light up a room, but he would be a candle in the sun compared to Chloe.
Goodbye, Norma Jean.
That's immediately what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm like, Prince, you've been hanging out with Elton John too much. So Michael tells her, do you remember when he took that song and just repurposed it for Diana?
Yeah, I do.
She wasn't worthy of her own song.
I know. And like,
how would you feel if when you died, I just decided
Patrick
to take
Brown-Eyed Girl? Because I don't think...
Yeah, but he called it Green-Eyed. He just switched the words to Green-Eyed Girl.
You wouldn't call in Coldplay to actually sing Green Eyes? Like, what the fuck?
So stupid. Okay. So Michael tells her family about how great he was when he got left at the altar. There is a little bit of like self-adulation about him. He's like, this terrible thing happened to me, but I handled it so great. So great.
I know, he does. That's kind of off-putting because I don't love
a little bit.
I might let it slide.
Yeah. So Chloe tells his friends and family that she loves his style, and his friend is like, are you okay with him spending $1,000 on shoes? No. No.
Absolutely not.
She's like, I don't really understand materialism. Like, I'm kind of a minimalist. So this could be a little sticking point. But the friend is like, I hope that rubs off on him because he's out of control with these $1,000 shoes. Okay. The friends ask about how she feels about him being dumped. And she said she's glad she didn't know. So Dr. Pepper made the right call here.
Yeah.
She thinks the experts got it right this time, but she worries that he didn't sit with that and heal from it. And the friends are like, he's very cerebral, and trust me, like, he's thought of this. He's very intelligent.
I agree with that.
Now we learn, and this is kind of cool, that Chloe does not want to have kids, but would love to foster kids.
I know.
And she looks over at him and she's like, look at how handsome he is. And the friends are like, did you tell him you don't want to have kids? At the same time, I know this is an editing trick. Michael is telling her family that he wants to raise kids with someone, but doesn't matter how they get there. He said the method is agnostic. He's like, doesn't matter. We can adopt. I love these two. I love these two.
I know. And like her friends are crying. Oh, it was so sweet. I really like her family. I feel like she might be perhaps the most normal of any person we've ever had on this show.
How dare you?
Why?
Mitch and Kristen. You know I loved Kristen so much.
Oh, I loved Kristen too. Yeah, she was pretty normal.
Okay. So
sorry, Kristen.
Now we have, and you know I'm in love with the dude from season, was it 2? The guy who lived in the bus?
The bus, yeah. What was his name?
I forget. People are screaming. I forget. So Brennan and Emily are talking now. Now, this is the scene I want to reenact. Okay? I'm giving you plenty of notice here. I want to reenact the scene of Brennan and Emily talking like they're total strangers at this wedding. Okay? I'll be Brennan.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm excited for the honeymoon.
Oh, you mean because, like, it doesn't last? Is that why? Because, like, it doesn't, like, last long, the honeymoon phase?
So, yeah, you know, like, if bitches don't be asking questions, honeymoons can last a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah. So I guess that just means that, like, I'm bitches.
Oh, I'm gonna pass out. I just put so much thought into that mental emotion. I just put so much mental energy into that emotion. I'm gonna pass out.
I am like, you're gonna live. Shut up. Good.
I'm all right. I think my heart is steady. I might need. I hope
there's
a bed open at First Presbyterian next to Cam because I'm having a heart flutter.
You need to like take a shot with like no chaser and let's go outside.
I don't drink like a fucking hoe bag. I don't drink like a slutty teen out there on the dance floor. I mean, everything is great and you are an amazing wife and I care about you.
I'm like so super positive and
I like
Oh, Lord.
They're talking like they're strangers, dude. So now they're dancing and we see Emily getting drunker and drunker. She bumps into somebody. Now, this was an accident.
Totally an accident.
Production made it look like she's smashing glasses.
Yeah.
She literally bumped into the guy on the dance floor who's dancing with their drink. Oh, wait, she was too.
She was too.
And dude dropped his glass and smashed.
Right.
You could tell Brennan is disgusted. You would swear she was out there doing a keg stand while some other guy was like pummeling her from behind. Like that's what you
God. He's utterly disgusted though.
He is like, utterly disgusted.
When he's walking away with that scary face, you know the one.
Like he wants to punch a wall.
Yes. Yeah, I'm so triggered by him. He scares the crap out of me. I am not okay with this. And I don't care how annoying she is. We need to get her the fuck out of there.
So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I do think he has said this on After Party that the drinking is a problem for him.
I agree.
I could see that being annoying.
Totally.
So why not just say to her, like, when you're getting trashed like this, it's kind of a turnoff for me. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's all he has to say.
I know, because he doesn't know how to use his words.
And then if she doesn't curb it, like, so we see in previews for next week, she's saying something and he goes, do you really want to go there? I think he is not only trying to protect his own image, but I think they have some kind of agreement where he does not want to say on camera that she's been getting trashed.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And by the time we get to after party being recorded, all bets are off. They hate each other now at this point. So like he's being free about it there.
I agree.
But again, I mean,
you and I, we have said from the beginning though that we thought her partying might be an issue, right? I mean,
yes.
She's drunk in every episode.
And personally, that would be a problem for me.
For me too.
But then this is the whole point of the experiment, is that you are going through this and you have these mental health experts at your beck and call, quote unquote,
aren't they though?
to talk about this with, right? But the problem is everybody's so fucking concerned about their image and acting and just being on TV. They're not being real. Like in seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, somebody would have sat down and said,
oh my God.
Like Jamie Otis, as much as I hate Jamie Otis, and I do,
same.
She was like, I don't like this guy. I'm not attracted to him.
Yep.
Like she didn't hide it, correct?
Correct. Not at all.
Right.
In fact, I felt bad for Doug the whole fucking time.
Right. So like they tried to, and I'm thinking of Jonathan, the one that married, I think he was in Chicago. He was on Anthony and Ashley's season. The one that married the expert. Dr. Jessica.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of him and his girlfriend, him and his wife, the one they matched him with. I can't remember who it was.
I don't remember.
They had a fight, remember, off camera? And like he talked about it and told Dr. Jessica everything that happened. Like that was a big bone of contention. He even recorded her and played it. Remember? And everybody was like, dude, did you record her without her permission? That was gross. But whatever.
I remember that.
So I think a lot would be solved here if Brennan, in one of these fucking meetings with Pia, was like, look, she drinks way too much. She gets sloppy. It's a turn off for me.
Yeah.
But like he's trying to protect her in some weird way, and I don't know why.
I don't know either. Do you think the two of them have had a conversation about it though? Like you think there's an agreement? Because I think you could be right about that, but like
I don't think it's a spoken agreement. I think it's an unspoken agreement. Like we just we watch out for each other's image. We protect each other.
Yeah.
To some extent. You know what I mean? Like what you see on camera is what you're going to see on camera. But the shit that happens off camera, like where was the prison footage, the prison cam footage of her getting drunk and like ripping down the shower curtain and ripping through the apartment and falling over and trying to smother him? Why don't we have footage of this?
Right. Like we had prison cam coverage of Stephanie and AJ and her yelling about how his like basic white Caucasian sex. Like, why are we not getting this anymore?
That was Jamie and Beth, wasn't it?
Shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was Jamie and Beth.
Yep.
But like something. It's so fucking weird. Anyway. So this show needs a retooling. Yeah,
it's bad.
All right. So Chloe and Michael are so happy. They seem to really like one another. He carries her into the apartment. She's telling the cameras, like, I'm hot even thinking about tonight. Like, she is going to slip right off that chair. She is into this.
She is. Which is good for him. Because he was so nervous.
He unbuttons her dress. It's very sensual. They get in bed. They're kissing. They're like, we're both cuddlers. We hear a lot. Which I could do without.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. So now next time on, Michael and Chloe go on a honeymoon. Now I have heard that they go on a honeymoon to like a spa in Boulder somewhere or something. Yeah.
Oh, probably.
Well, listen to me. I'm saying Boulder. I have John Benet Ramsey on my mind. Denver.
They're in Colorado. Yeah.
Denver. I just have Austin and Becca. I don't know what happened between them. They're just talking about his slow intimacy again.
Still.
Well, I have a theory on that. We'll get to it.
Ooh.
Emily says Brennan doesn't treat her even as a friend. And he's like, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to go down this road? Through clenched teeth.
I'm so scared.
A friend tells Emily, you need to run for the fucking hills. Yeah. And Claire tells Emily, he is silencing you. So that's going to come to a head, I think. Now, I want to say something. I want to tell everybody the current status of this show because we have a lot of episodes still left. Steph and I were trying to figure it out. She was like, maybe it's 19. I'm like, I think it's like 26.
I know.
Here's what MAFS fan posted. January 24th, which is this episode, New Groom Who This. January 31st, honey spooning, which is the honeymoon, I guess. Are we still honeymooning? February 7th, Rocky Retreat. February 14th, Crash and Bond. February 21st, In Sickness and Suspicion. February 28th, Sex, Lies, and Questionable Behavior. Not a decision day on the horizon. And that is 6 more episodes, at least. And we're on 14. So that would take us to 20. I'm telling you, this is going to be 25 episodes.
You're probably right. I'm always wrong.
And it's too long. It's too motherfucking long.
It wouldn't be too long if we were getting real stuff during these hour-long episodes. They're not giving us anything. Please, if you're listening, bring back Prison Cam. Bring back the experts.
I'm not going to speak for everybody. Okay, guys, everybody likes different things about the show. Steph and I have been watching this a long time. We've been talking about this show a very long time. I think I can speak for you when I say the part that you and I enjoy is when they're getting therapy and they're talking through issues and they're figuring out how to make things work. Like one of the things I miss is when they would go to each other's apartments and they would talk about the budgets.
Yes.
That was so much fun. They don't do that anymore.
They don't.
I don't even know what half these people do for a living.
Yeah, I don't either. Oh, yeah.
I'm
what
starting
does
to
Emily
think
do?
I'm starting to think the shared apartments with the other couples is a bad idea.
A bad idea.
Because they're comparing their stories. They're allowing these people to get too bunched up with each other. I don't know.
That's a good point.
I think it needs to happen more in a little bit of a yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's an interesting point, but I think you might be right.
I mean, I don't think we're alone when we say the show needs to be fixed. Maybe we don't have the answer for what that looks like, but something's broken. Something's rotten in Denmark here. We need to figure this out.
It's not rocket science, though. Go back to what worked.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I miss so much seeing the prison
Tom and Lily. Tom and Lily,
that's it.
Just came to me.
Yes.
Okay.
But I miss seeing them interact like on their own. Like with the prison cam. Like I want to see them talking in the kitchen when no one's watching them. Or
like Lily's face when she sees Tom's bus.
Yeah. Tom's bus.
So anyway, guys, listen, let's have a conversation about it. Jump in Backdoor Friends. It's our Facebook group. The link is in the show notes. We have a lot of fun in there. We're at 912 or something.
I know, I love it.
It's crazy. So jump in there, be part of the community. These are the kind of conversations we're having. What can we do to fix MAFS? Yes, do we just throw it out and start over? What do we do?
I would throw this season out and start over.
I mean, that's essentially
save my Becca, though.
That's essentially what they did with, they started Love is Blind.
Yeah.
And I feel like they have Love is Blind kind of right.
I agree with that.
But
I love that show.
I don't know. All right, guys. So thanks again. Subscribe, share the show. Leave us a review. We love reviews.
5 stars only.
Only.
Yeah. I mean, say something terrible, but under 5 stars. We're okay with it.
Yeah, that's fine. 5 stars. Not funny. Not happening. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
Love your bones.
Bye.